Hello Leo, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you for coming back. If you're a new visitor, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoy the reading. It is a general reading. So now in your first house you have North Node, Life's Purpose, lovely card. So your first house is your house of the self, yourself. This is all your self-oriented interests. It's also your physical body. It's your vitality, it's also the appearance, your appearance to others. So that's your personality, your observable characteristics, how you look, how you seem, how you're projecting yourself. So as I said, when it comes to yourself, it's what you're projecting outward as well. So this can be applicable for your ascendant, or it could be that, if you don't have an ascendant that's different from your sun sign, then that could just be your full self coming in there. So now, with the first house, this card coming in, it's a destiny card. So you're going to be finding now that what you're required to do is to direct your talent and will into yourself, into your actual self, your own interests. This is all about self-improvement. This is, you are your own brand. So whatever you put into it is going to ultimately lift you up, and that's what you're going to project outwards as well. So this is going to bring in tremendous opportunity for you. It's also, because it's a destiny card, you're going to find yourself being moved to where you need to be. You're just going to find yourself going in that direction, or being pushed in that direction, whatever is appropriate for you. So opportunities coming in, doors opening. There'll be expansion of some kind as well, whether it's expansion of your dynamic self, your vitality, or whether it's a physical aspect. Some part of yourself, what you're putting out there, is going to be expanded in some way. This is also about karmic connections as well. So you're going to be meeting people who are connected to you karmically. So it's soul family, or those that are in your life at a certain time to assist you, or just to be friends, so that you're going to be meeting people like that, people that you have a connection with. It's an unexplainable connection. It's just something that you feel. This is also about starting a new venture of some kind, or maybe even a new business. So whether this is a physical sports activity, or some kind of physical regime that you're wanting to start, or it's just you embarking on some new form of expression, putting yourself out there, or, as I say, starting a business. But ultimately it's about growth, and it's necessary growth in order for you to get on your path, to actually get where you need to be, what you came here for. To really harness the full aspects of yourself in all ways. Then in the second house, we have Mercury retrograde, reinvention. So this is your second house, which is your one of your money houses. This is your money that's coming in, your income. And it's also, it covers what you own, your possessions. So this is all kinds of possessions, large or small. It can also relate to property, land, that kind of thing. And it's also your self-worth. Second house rules your self-worth, and also your value systems, which is intricately connected as well. So what you value in yourself, what you value in others, and what you value in your surroundings and in your possessions. So with this coming in, it's going to, what it's asking you to do is to enter a period of contemplation. So it's like going back to the drawing board. This is not a good time to be launching yourself into new things, or making big purchases, or just sort of embarking on a brand new project, or setting plans in motion. It's not a good time to be doing that. What it's asking you to do is to enter a period of contemplation about what it is you want to do, where you want to go, what you want to initiate. Go back to the drawing board, because you've probably overlooked something. Something's been overlooked, or something's been misunderstood. There could be mistakes in what you're planning. You could be getting off track. There could be delays. So it's a really good time to just take a step back and go over everything again. So this is revise, rewrite, review, redo, return, anything with a re in front of it, and reinvention comes into that as well. So whether this is to do with a money issue, your money that's coming in, how you're bringing it in, what you're going to do, perhaps you need to revise how you're charging for what it is that you do. Perhaps you need to change the structure, or you need to redirect the funds that are coming in appropriately. But this is all essentially to do with Mercury rules all forms of communication as well. So that is coming in. So how you're communicating about what you want to do is subject to mishap. Things get lost. Words are misconstrued or misunderstood. You're not making yourself clear, or somebody else is not making themselves clear to you, or you don't understand something fully. You could just also get really distracted and get off track about things as well. All computer and electronic items are subject to glitch during this period. Or you just may need to back up what you've got, save your important documents, anything that you're trying to write or email or communicate. Be very careful with that. All communications, triple check. And if you find that you don't, not 100% sure you've even got it, ask somebody else to triple check for you. Okay. Then in the third house, we have Venus Love. Third house is your house of communication and self-expression. So this is all forms of communication, written, verbal, body language even. And it's also can be the wider public, or it could be part of your profession that you're communicating with others on a grander scale. Or it could also be communications with your certain family members. So this is cousins, aunts, uncles, siblings, and even in-laws come in on here as well. So it's a kind of a, it's really is, and also neighbors come in here. So it's about how you are addressing communication in all forms. And with Venus Love coming in, what it's asking you to do is to pour on the charm. Okay, charm is what Venus is all about. It's also about artistic and creative flair. Are you using it? How are you using it? How are you projecting that? How are you communicating that to others? If you have an artistic or creative side and you're not using it, now's the time. And it's also about marketing and packaging that. How are you actually communicating that effectively? Ultimately, Venus is about refinement. So everything you say must be heartfelt. There's compassion coming in there, but it must be heartfelt communications. But it's also about refinement in everything you are wanting to express. Okay, it's about finding balance and compassion as well, if that's coming in for you. You could also be settling a legal matter of some kind. Venus comes in and does assist with that as well. You could be partnering up with another in some way when it comes to your communication. So this could be, perhaps it's enhancing the effectiveness of it. Perhaps you need somebody to assist you with that. This house also rules all documents and contracts as well. So as I said, you may just be wanting to bring an artistic or creative flair in there, or it's a heartfelt communication, or you're refining what it is in those that's contained in those documents and contracts. But charm is going to be important. Also, this may bring in a lot of social activities as well, or you are becoming more social, which is a form of communication. You're going to be out there, busy with others, and with Venus around, you're going to be perceived as being charming, and you're going to be attractive to certain people as well. You may attract friendship as well. Friendship comes in with this, or you may be entering new friendships. Just be open to whatever comes to you. You may also be receiving a windfall or a gift of some kind that could be coming in, or it could be just some kind of verbal gift or some kind of compliment, something like that. Something coming to you which is going to assist you or help you in some way or make you feel good. Could even be in the form of a contract or as a document. You could also be entering getting involved in the arts in some way, because Venus does rule the arts. So this could be a part of a writing project that you're busy with, or you're involved in directing something, or maybe even acting in something, or you're just getting involved in somehow in the arts, or it could be part of your profession, or perhaps something that you need to look at now. But that's all indicated with the Venus card. Then in the 4th house, we have water element sensing. Your 4th house is your house of home, your physical home, but it's also the atmosphere in the home and the people in your home. It also covers your relationship to your ethnic identity, your foundation, your roots, your ancestry, where you've come from. So the people and the your background, where you've come from. The 4th house rules your relationship to that as well. So with the water element sensing coming in, with this you need to just go with the flow at this time. Just allow yourself to. You may feel like you're drifting. But that's not necessarily the case. You're following the current. Follow your feelings, follow your intuitions. This is a pause card. It's basically pause to just reorientate yourself before taking action. So you may need to retreat or withdraw just to center yourself. It's a time of gathering resources and strength before going ahead. So it's that period, it's that lovely period where things are quiet and you're busy just gathering what you require before you need to move ahead. It's also about having understanding for what's going on around you. So having understanding, but with boundaries as well. So you don't want to end up being a doormat in your own home. It's also about spending time doing creative activities. So when you are taking time out from your life to just retreat, perhaps withdraw, think about creative activities, enjoy those. It can bring in a bit of solitary or secret activities going on as well. Trips to water may come in, or it may be worthwhile you spending time in water or bringing water elements into your home. That's also important. With the 3rd house, that also covers short trips, and so you may receive a gift or some kind of trip where you can visit a place that you love, or somewhere where it's going to make you feel good, or could even be a spa for a beauty treat or something like that. But with this coming in to your home, as I said, it may involve a trip to water, but otherwise bring the element of water into your home life. Perhaps even if it's just a water fountain or something which is soothing, and that lovely moving element into your house to bring in fresh energies as well. Then in the 5th house, we have lunar eclipse change. Your 5th house is the house of your creativity. It's the house of children, whether they're your children or other people's children, or perhaps you were associated with other people's children. It's also the house of love affairs and the house of recreational and fun activities of all kinds. Even gambling and risk-taking comes into this. Sports as well. So with lunar eclipse change coming in, whether it's you going through this, or perhaps your children are going through this, or you are in conjunction with your children going through this, but essentially there's going to be an upheaval coming in some way. It's an unexpected change, or an even inevitable change, something that has to happen. And it's the nature of it which catches you unawares. Or it could be something that you're sort of aware of, but it's now bubbling over. Okay, now it needs to be dealt with. But it could be a very abrupt. If you're expecting something and you know you need to change something, then make all efforts to do so. Otherwise, it could come at you and be, the swiftness and the unexpectedness of it could really be very unsettling for you. But whatever happens, you will feel out of your comfort zone for a while. But that's necessary, because when you do that, when you have to reorientate yourself, then you can create something much better. Okay, so this is about that. This is about going through that unexpected but inevitable change, so that you can reach for something better, or reorientate or rearrange things to be better. But it's an upheaval. It may even be something to do with seeing the light in some way. Some kind of awareness comes to you now. But also with the moon, it's following cycles. So within 6 weeks, this could be happening. The change is already completed within 6 weeks, or it could take place over a 6-month period. It's a necessary change, and it's best to be open and go with it and do the best you can to deal with whatever comes in its wake. Then in the 6th house, we have Black Moon Lilith mystery. So the 6th house is your house of your work, your workplace, your actual work projects, your work colleagues, and it's also to do with your mastery of your craft, whatever that is. So if you don't have a workplace, but you work in perhaps from home or some other way, it's mastery of your craft, whatever it is that you do. It's also the house of your daily routines in that. It's the house of your health and your diet, and also the house of pets. So now with Black Moon Lilith coming in, I feel this is probably mostly work related, but it can go into health as well. With this coming in, there's undercurrents going on in this environment in the 6th house. The undercurrents, you don't have all the facts, or you're waiting for something to happen. Because this is things that are moving under the surface that you can't quite grasp or understand at this time. But it's also just undercurrents, really. That's the best way to put it. This is facing your shadow side in some way, or you are seeing that in your environment, your work environment. So you're seeing the shadow sides of others, or it could be yourself that you're seeing things. Possibly pressure, or some, not knowing what's going on. It kind of activates something in you, or there's something happening that comes to you, and now you have to deal with it, and you're just not quite sure what the issue is or what's going on. Things are a bit mysterious and shadowy at this time. This card brings in the darker feminine. So this can be the dark feminine, but it's a powerful dark feminine. So that's self-control and power. But it can also go the other way, and it can become bitchiness, anger, bitterness, rebellion, and revenge as well. So either you could be feeling any one of those, or some kind of related emotion, or you are seeing it in this environment. And it's about getting control of that in yourself. If it's in yourself, getting control of that, having self-control. Yes, you possibly need to stand your ground in something, but it's having those deeper shadow emotions under control. Having the awareness to realize that you can't swallow those and sit on them, because you don't want to be harboring those negative emotions. This is where the health and the diet side comes in, because when you start doing that, you start having all kinds of issues with regards to your health, and this takes place over a period of time. So find a healthy outlet for those things, and if it's in your environment, get out and try and find other ways to deal with it. There may be complicated circumstances going on as well, a few power struggles maybe, but it really is confronting the shadow side. So it's either you seeing it in others, or it's coming to visit you in some way, or it's just coming up. These emotions are coming up, and they may seem out of proportion, but it's for you to look at them and deal with them and let them go. Okay, so don't let them fester. That's important with this card. Have the strength to look at those, get them under control, and find healthy outlets for them. Then in the 7th house, we have fire element desire. So with this card coming in, it's falling in your 7th house, which is your house of your close personal relationships. So this is your love relationships. It's also your business, if you're in a business partnership, or any other kind of close personal one-on-one relationship. What it's bringing in, it's a fiery, quick action. It's bringing changes. Changes are coming. It's going to be very quick. It's going to lead to new movement of some kind, and it's going to require a rapid reaction from you. So just be on the lookout for that. Whatever is going on, however it's coming in for you, it's going to bring a new start in. So it's almost like you're going to clear the landscape, literally scorch it, and then to prepare it now, to prepare the ground for new growth. Okay, that's what you're aiming to do. So it's also about being honest and having your cards on the table as well. So if there are any elements in any one of those relationships which is unknown or unclear, or you need to be honest about what you want and put your cards on the table. But it's a new start coming for you in some way. Just be aware of ego issues coming in, whether they're yours or somebody else's. And it's addressing that. As I said, this is where the honesty comes in, and have no fear. With this card coming in, you shouldn't be fearful, because these changes are rapid, and yes, they will require action, but it's also about, it's going to light a fire under you as well. It brings in enthusiasm, courage, all of those emotions to actually move you forward and to do the necessary clearing which is required. There could also be a bit of selfishness coming in that's linked to the ego as well, which is a form of protection. So just take it as it comes, apply it however. You may need to, as I said, rapidly transform a relationship, or to clear things and start again, or to just move on to something completely new, and plant new seeds for that what is coming in the future. Then in the 8th house, we have Neptune, sacrifice. 8th house is your house of it's the deeper relationship in a committed partnership or love relationship. So that could be a business partnership, or as I said, it could be a love relationship. It's the deeper commitment between you. So this is when you're merging your resources, your emotional and material resources. This is the merging of it. It falls under the 8th house. So this is also the deeper sexual connection if you're in a love relationship. And it's all that going on there. And it's also a money house. This is your big money. So this is investments, inheritances, insurances, banking, accounting, tax, all kinds of investments, trusts, wills, all that sort of thing comes in under this. But it's basically the money, the big money. And it's also you, or somebody, you somehow involved in handling other people's money. It could be that for you if that is a profession for you. So now, with this card coming in, it's basically, there are kind of two sides to it. You could be undergoing some kind of psychic development. So this is consciousness expansion, which falls also under the 8th house. So therefore, you're using your imagination, artistic ability. The arts fall under this as well. So you could be investing in something, or you could be putting money into something to do with the arts. And this is film work as well. This is all forms of beauty, whether it's hair salons, artistic or creative. It's beauty, beauty as in spa. And it's also cosmetics, oils, perfumes, or anything like that falls under this. So you could, as I said, you could be starting a business, or you're investing in something like this, or you're wanting to, enjoy these activities in some way. But it's also the other side of this card is the sacrifice element, which is sacrifice for the greater good. So this could be you losing some kind of ego issue, to putting it aside, because the ego is there to protect you, but it can also prevent you from growth. It can also prevent you from actually having the freedom to grow and to change. It likes to keep you small, all right, and safe, and that is not always a good thing. So you may have to put your ego aside in something to move forward, to actually find the greater good in something. Just be careful that you don't fall into victim consciousness or escapism, because that can also come in, or any kind of confusion, because Neptune can sort of make things look misty and sort of, it's almost like rose-tinted spectacles, all right? Things are not clear, or you are seeing things through the rose-tinted spectacles and you're not seeing things clearly, okay? So Neptune can draw a veil over things, and it can come across like that. You could be, as I said, with the rose-tinted spectacles, you could be falling under some kind of illusion, or it could be a self-deception. That also comes in. But some things just may not be clear. But so always, in all dealings, whatever it might be, strive for clarity. Okay, there may be a few undercurrents going on, so that's why I say strive for clarity. Try to be as clear as you can about everything you're doing, to negate that possibility of slipping into confusion, or where you just don't know what's going on, or self-deception, falling under some kind of illusion or fantasy as well. So yeah, some work required there to actually make sure that everything is on track. And that you may, as I said, may have to put aside certain issues for the greater good. Then in the 9th house, we have Uranus Genius coming in. So the 9th house covers a broad spectrum of things. It's basically you meeting the world, or the world meeting you in some way. So it's what's out there apart from your own place where you are, or even your own country, because this covers international connections in some way, or long distance. Okay, but it's also about adventure and exploration. If you're not a traveler, then adventure and exploration as well also falls in under this. But it's exposure to foreign concepts, cultures, countries, people from other places. It's also about further education and study. That falls under the 9th house. So this could be university education or adult education. All right. So it's gaining wisdom, learning. It's also about philosophy, religion, and belief systems. All of those fall under the 9th house. It's also about teaching, publishing, promotional work of all kinds, and the law, relationship to in-laws, and the law, and the law, all aspects of the law and the higher courts. Okay, so now with this card coming in, Uranus Genius, basically what it's saying in any one of those areas. So I mean, even if you're going on an overseas trip or something like that, it could be very unexpected, or you may not expect it, and suddenly it's there, or there's an unexpected change in some way to do with that. But in all other aspects of the 9th house, it's basically expect the unexpected. Okay, so Uranus is very fast moving, very quick, very sudden. It's also about waking up as well, waking up from circumstances, and it's almost like the liberation from certain circumstances as well. So it could be liberation for you, but it's also waking up from something, and having a sudden realization, or a sudden awareness, or a sudden intuition. But it's like a bolt of lightning, literally. It comes down at you like that. And with that could come upheaval, or very quick changes, as I said, or even chaos and turbulence. But all of that is part of the resettling, the reorganization, to push you into a new place, into a new space. You have to go through that chaos and turbulence and ride that out to get to the other side. It's churning things up, okay, but it could be very quick and very sudden as well. But it's an unexpected thing. Something comes in for you. It could also be that you are now meeting unusual, eccentric, or even bohemian people. They're basically just different from you. And this could be a different sexual orientation as well. So they're just different from you. And it's all the processes that you go through when you interact with these people. You're learning, you're talking, you're exchanging ideas, you're understanding them better, they're understanding you better. And this could be in a university environment, or this could be in some kind of course you're doing, or this could be some kind of marketing initiative that you're taking, or the business that you're involved in is now connecting with people like this. And it's all about that. It's all about the broadening of your mind, and the interactions with these people. It's also about technology. Normally Uranus is advanced tech, really advanced tech. But in your case, it could just be literally an upgrade from what you have been doing. So that could be from a regular cell phone to a really super cell phone, a real smartphone, where you now have access to an incredible amount of technology, and apps and so on that you didn't have before. Or it could be a new camera, or some kind of equipment, or something to do with what you're doing, electronics, electrical items, any kind of technology, all right? You could also be interacting with high-tech people in some way, and that's opening your mind. It's about broadening your mind, your perspective, and your understanding of things. So you're going from one place to the other, and it's the process that you go through that. When you're mastering a new technology, it can be very daunting or feel like an upheaval, because you now have to master something. You've got used to things the way they were, now you have to change it. Or you are gleaning everything possible to make a technology work for you, or a new app, or something like that, which is going to enhance your effectiveness in your business, or whatever it is that you're doing, or your form of communication, or even indeed for travel. Okay, you could be meeting people who, as I said, are alternative. It's alternative interests, alternative people, or you could be going in an alternative direction altogether. So you could be really changing something, a belief system you've had, or perhaps a course of study that you've been doing, or your beliefs and your philosophy about things, your religion. Something is going to shift in some way, or you could be having a sudden realization about what you have been doing. If there is drama going on, it's best to detach, because that's what Uranus does. It detaches from the drama, the emotional turmoil. Detach and just move with what needs to be done. Then in the 10th house, we have grand trine blessings. The 10th house is your house of career, your reputation, your fame, and your status, your public status. So so you could be going from employed to unemployed, or you could go the other way around, or you could be single to married. You know, there's lots of ways your status can change. It could even be a promotion of some kind within where you are. So now, it's also the house of authority figures, however that is for you. So whether it's a family member or somebody in your workplace, whatever. With this coming in, it's a very nice card to be having. It's going to bring in good fortune for you, maybe even fame. So people are going to notice what you're doing. It brings in ease and grace. All right. Blocks are lifted away. Harmony comes in. You could receive a lucky break of some sort. Or an opportunity comes to you. But whatever it is that's coming, all the blessings that are coming, you can't just coast and let them wash over you and just go with it. You still have to work, and you still have to apply effort to harness the blessings that are coming in. So whatever comes in for you, if a block is lifted, move forward to act on it. If an opportunity comes to you, move forward to act on it. It's about acting on what comes to you to bring out the best for you. You could also be meeting a mentor or an authority figure or some kind of guide as well. That could be coming in for you. But it's all about diligence, which will bring results. Diligence in acting on whatever comes to you at this time. So keep working on your goals all the time. It's also about being right place, right time. Then in the 11th house, we have void of course moon missing. So this is a period where the moon just goes quiet. It's between signs. There's no action. The moon's wisdom is withheld. Okay, so with this coming in, it probably won't last longer than about a week within your month calendar month. But just be aware, tune into the energies and just assess where you are. But basically what it's asking you to do is to rest and recover and avoid taking new action or action with untried things. So now this is coming into your house of friendships and your house of groups of all kinds, your participation in groups, and also networking. It's also the house of your own personal hopes and dreams, your wishes and your hobbies and interests. Okay, so it's quite a broad house. It covers other things as well. It covers sort of futuristic visions as well, whether yours or they're part of the global collective. So global consciousness, group consciousness. It's also about social reform and causes as well. But it's all kinds of organizations falling under this too. So with this coming in, what it's saying is just avoid initiating new or untried things at this time. Just stay as you are for now. Just if there's turbulence going on or things happening around you, just rest, recover from what is happening. just stay quiet for now. Just continue as you are, ticking over, doing whatever you have been doing previously. Basically, it's saying take no action at this time, because if you try to do a new or an untried thing, it won't go to plan. You could get no result or the wrong result, or things could go really quite wrong with it, or you just don't get a decent result and things are confusing. You could also, with this card at this time, you could also be caught unaware about something, or you've missed something along the line. So within your plans to start or to initiate something new, something has been missed or overlooked, or you just could be caught unaware, as I say. Just if there's stormy things happening or changes going on, just let matters resolve themselves. And you may experience a delay or two, but just stay as you are. Just take your time, and just stay as you are currently. No action at this time in new or untried things. Then in the 12th house, we have Aries, I am. So the 12th house is the house of your unconscious, your drives, your motivations for things as well. It's also the house of withdrawal, retreat, solitude and reflection. It's also the house of your spiritual life, meditation, mysticism, healing. And it can also cover escapism and addictions of all kinds, and also your experiences in institutions of all kinds. So whether that's university, library, banking, hospitals, any kind of institution. So now, with this card coming in, how I feel this is going to affect you is actually to do with your motivation or to do with your drive. You may be feeling compelled to jump at this time, to take action on something. It's about getting started. This came up earlier as well. You may be, as I said, you may be called to do that, to take quick action on something, or you could just be feeling impatience over some issue, and just avoid making rash decisions or having quick temper over if things are not moving quickly, or you feel just impatient about something. This is the time to focus on measured and disciplined action to get the very best out of this card. You may have to compromise on some things as well. Just avoid conflicts as well, because they're not going to go well for you. This is a fiery card, so just be careful with that. But you will be facing challenges of some sort as well. So it's really the best way to do this is, yes, take action, but it must be measured and disciplined action. You may feel compelled to jump and take action quickly and get started, which is fine, but make all effort to make it measured and disciplined, to harness the very best out of your situation at this time. Okay, Leo, I hope you enjoyed that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful month, and I will see you next time. Take care.